Hello everyone, Benita with Knitting in the Mitten here, and it's game night at my house. We haven't had game night here for months, probably since last winter because everybody's been so busy, but having my friends over to see my new addition and eat some food and play some games, so stay tuned. For game night, I am making our favorite cinnamon rolls. I call them the fastest cinnamon rolls. They do not require yeast and they do not rise, but they are so tasty. They're more cakey than a yeast cinnamon roll. All right, so we need to mix that up until it's smooth. All right. Okay, and then we are to pulse that in short bursts until it clumps together. All right, I'm going to check it. Stay tuned. It's kind of stuck to the inside there, so we'll get that out of there. Sorry, none of you are here to lick the spatula or the food processor like I know you probably would like to do. It is oh so tasty. Okay, so we are going to knead it 4 or 5 times. All right, now we have to roll it out, and I have a rolling pin on my wall that a friend of mine gave me. Her husband made it, and she and I were in a knitting group together. It occurred to me after my family was together and gave me a hard time about knitting at the table while we were playing games is that I've been in knitting groups before, and we can knit and talk at the same time. That's kind of the beauty of it. We really got to know each other well in the knitting group in Minnesota, and I'm still friends with a couple of the gals, which is different than being on a phone when you're in a group of people, because not a lot of talking happens and it's hard to pay attention to what they're saying when we're on our phones. So I think it's different than that, but that's just my opinion. And if I'm in a group of people and they feel like my knitting is distracting and socially unacceptable, I will try to respect that. So let's see. I am kind of picky about this because I want to be sure I have enough cinnamon rolls to fill the pan. So we're going to measure it. It's supposed to be 12 by 15. And we're getting pretty close there. Actually, I didn't do too bad a job. All right, so I had to step away for a minute and mix together 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon allspice. And I had to melt about 3/4 tablespoon of butter. And we are going to spread the butter on here, leaving a little bit unbuttered around the edges, I believe. Are the instructions. These cinnamon rolls are so super easy. Any of you could do it all by yourself. So give it a try. Don't be scared. They are, in addition to being the fastest cinnamon rolls, they are the easiest cinnamon rolls. I like to make them on a snow day when I don't have to go to work. I didn't have any ricotta cheese because there's ricotta cheese in them. I didn't have any ricotta on our first snow day this year, but I bought extra this time so that for this next snow day I can make cinnamon rolls and take some to work because everybody likes that. And so anyway, I like to do that, and then I make sure people know there's cinnamon rolls in the break room if they want to go grab one before they're gone. The audiologist especially likes the cinnamon rolls, and so I make sure that I spread the word so that if they want them, they can get them. And there's never any left to bring home, so whatever I take is gone at the end of the day. All right, so hope you can see some of what's going on here. All right. And then it says, starting on a long edge to roll it up. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll it up. As you can tell, this is not a difficult process. Just gotta pay attention to what you're doing. But you can do it. You too can make cinnamon rolls. So, it's sticking to the counter a little bit. I probably didn't flour it quite enough, but nobody's gonna know when we're all done here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna scrunch it up a little bit so that they're kind of evenly fat. All right, and then we're gonna cut them into 8 pieces. And we have a large and a deep pie pan. That's what I like to use. I think I've doubled the recipe before and done it in like a 9x13 pan. But usually I do them in a pie pan. So we need 8, so we're gonna cut it in half. And cut it in half again on each side. And cut each of those in half. Oh, I'm so excited. I was craving cinnamon rolls, so when I heard all the other people were bringing savory things, I decided I'm gonna make cinnamon rolls. I'm also gonna make some little Grinchy snacks, so maybe I'll show you that process too. And then we just lay these in here. And I haven't turned the oven on yet because I wanted these to be warm yet when people come. So I might not put them in the oven quite yet. Because I want the timing to be just right. Okay, there we go. I'll show you the finished product when they're done. Okay, they are out of the oven, and we are going to frost them. We have 1 cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of milk, 3/4 tablespoon of butter, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using my tiny little spatula. My nieces laugh at me for my tiny little things, but sometimes all you need is something tiny. So I'm using my tiny spatula. And don't laugh at me. Alright, I don't know where the video stopped videotaping. Maybe you didn't see anything I was talking about. But we have 24 grapes, 24 strawberries, 24 skewers, 24 marshmallows, and here's my little Grinch. See? So I'm making 24 of those for the party. And if you didn't see the cinnamon rolls, which I hope you did, but there they are. So I don't know what happened. The video stopped for some reason. But that's what I'm doing. Making little Grinchy snacks because my friends will be here in less than 15 minutes. So I better get busy. Thanks.